It is absolutely freezing today. So we're kind of like in the middle of November, and the weather's been strangely mild up until the last couple of nights. It's absolutely bitter, but good news, more sales on eBay, and it's from this caravan here that you see behind me. So we've got an oven sold and a whale water pump, or water pump switch. So we're going to go in and get that off. So this oven here has sold, and I've got a repeat customer that's asked for this water pump switch, so we're going to get that off and get that posted to the chap. Right. Ah, yeah. So we've got some screws just holding us onto the floor at the bottom here. So I'll get these all. Yeah. So this is for a repeat customer. So this chap, he's bought a sink from me, and I just sent him a wee message to ask if it had arrived okay and if it was okay with it, and if he could leave me some feedback, and he did. But then he asked, do you have a pressure switch for the water pump, which, lucky for him, I do. So that's that off the floor. So it's literally just held on with 2 screws, and then we just separate the water pipes. Oh, a bit of water coming out of there. Oh. We'll disconnect the battery terminals. And there we go. One little water pressure switch. And essentially, I don't know if you can see that there, but essentially what this does is, you know, exactly what it says. It adjusts the pressure. So when you turn the pump on, you start priming it. This little switch here, you can turn it counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, and that adjusts the pressure for you. And then you start getting water flowing through your pipes, you know, your bathroom, your kitchen, things like that. So good. That one's off. Let's get the oven out now. So this is a Rose 6070. Ooh. So I mean, this is quite an old oven, but do you know, it's in really good condition. Yeah, it's got some rusted screws and a wee bit of rust there, and you know, just things you would expect on something of this age. But do you know, having done this for a wee while, one thing I've noticed is these ovens in these caravans, they don't often get used. So, well, certainly not to the extent that they would in the house. So you're not like scrubbing it with Mr. Muscle or going, I can't sell that because it's just a disaster. So it's quite surprising. Yeah, so a wee bit of crud in the corner there. This is part of the sale. So the grill's probably a bit dirtier than the oven, but I'm sure that'll clean up really well. But what we're going to do is we'll get this off. So there's a lady in Wales that's bought this, that's doing a camper van conversion. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get them out. It should just lift out, and then there'll be the gas pipe to disconnect to the back. So let's have a look. There's 2 little retention screws at the bottom here as well. Simple as that. Right. Does it move? It's just a little fascia cover there. Yeah, so that's coming out nicely. Just be careful with the handles there. Do you know, I think I've said this in previous videos, but it absolutely astounds me, you know, that these ovens, I mean, it's heavy, not that heavy, but it's heavy, and it's bulky, and they're literally held in with 6 screws against this kind of MDF or Formica board in a caravan that's getting bounced about roads and motorways and campsites and all sorts of stuff. It's incredible. It's a testament to also the build quality of these things. So yeah, we'll get this thing out. So it's a wee bit rusty, surface rust at the top, but it's not going to affect it really, is it? So we will get that gas disconnected. What I normally do is just cut the pipe there, or here, and then just send it to the buyer. Then it's up to them to obviously, you know, get it reconnected, but also then get it tested by a certified gas engineer as well. So just to make sure we're safe. Some bits and pieces down there, so I don't know what that is. That's a sweeping brush. That looks like an old fairy liquid bottle with a scrubbing brush in it. And then we have all the bits and pieces underneath the hob here. So good, great. We'll get that out, get it into the garage, we'll get it wrapped and get it shipped. There we go. Ready to go. Whoa. There we go. Get a better look at it in the daytime or in the garage light. So we're happy with that. So it was listed for, I want to say 93 quid or best offer, and the lady made me an offer at 83, so I've accepted that, and she's paying her own shipping, so we'll get that out to her. And we've sat it next to this little fridge. Not sold yet, but listed on eBay for about 150, 23 watchers, something like 600 views, lots and lots of questions, so I'm expecting that to go any minute. So yeah, good haul. And 20 quid for this wee guy, little water pump. So we'll get that packed. One of the challenges of selling on eBay is making sure you've always got enough packaging or boxes to send stuff. So most of the stuff that I sell or send is usually big chunky items like the oven or the fridge, or sinks and things, but every so often you'll sell a little piece like this. And I've never got anything small enough to send it in, so I don't want to send it just in a wee jiffy bag because it could get crushed or stood on, whatever else. So we'll make something up and get this posted. But this makes up, this and the oven makes up, Sunday's sales. So 2 items sold. Is it the best day on eBay? No, but do you know what? It's still sales and it's still product churning out the door. So I'm happy with that. So we'll get these wrapped, or this wrapped and that wrapped, get it shipped off, and then hopefully that's the start of more sales. So yeah, thanks for watching this small little video about how to remove an oven and a water pump. It wasn't that difficult, but hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully it helped, and I'll see you in the next one.